Hi guys, Emma Davis here. Going live at a random place in New South Wales. Day 2 of 30 Days Live with Dr. Emma Davis. I am a veterinary career and business coach, and I am off to Sydney to do the Luke Hawkins training for the rest of the week, and have had a big day coaching today and getting my family set up to be without me for 5 days. Hello, nice to see you. Today we're going to talk about designing your veterinary career, and so for vets or people who like vets, you know, that should be everyone. I talk about designing your veterinary career, and the reason that you want to design a career of a vet or anyone, hi Ange, is because you want to make sure that you are aligned with the purpose that you were put on this earth for, and hi Ange, and that, yeah, and then that will bring you great joy if you're actually in alignment with, you know, what you actually value, working towards success for you, and then helping other people if that's on your heart, and just to make sure that you're maximizing and loving all your time at work, so that you do the best job you can do, and that you really enjoy it. So some tips on designing your veterinary career. One is to have a long-term goal, and so think about where you want to be in 10 years from now. Hi Miriam. Thank you, same to you. So you want to have a 10-year goal. You want to think about this date. So what are we up to? I don't even know, 3rd of July, 2nd of July, 10 years from now. And you want to think about where you want to be, who you want to be surrounded by, what you want to be doing. Hi Trace. How you've wanted to spend your day, the income that you want to be seeing coming into your world, and how you spent your time. So you want to have a clear picture of what you want. And you might not know the details of the job, but you might be, if you're a veterinarian, it might be, yeah, I'm still in practice, I'm doing surgery, and I've got a great team around me, a small niche team, but a really good supportive team. And, you know, somewhere on the coast, and I work part-time. And so that kind of sense of what you actually want in 10 years' time. And the reason that you want that is because if you can set your goals, then your brain starts to filter out the possible ways to get to that goal. And so setting a goal is setting your intention, and it really, your subconscious brain starts pulling you towards it as well, finding opportunities that might be in alignment with what you're trying to achieve. So, and also the next part of that is that if you are have got that long-term goal, then you can start to decide yes or no on different opportunities as they come up, because you can measure them against that long-term goal. Hi Nikki. You can measure them against that long-term goal, and you can say, you know, I'm here now, I want to be at point X in 10 years time. Is taking this opportunity in alignment with getting me there somehow? And it might not be a clear path. We all know that, you know, it'd be great if we just went A, B, C, D, E and got to F, but oftentimes the path to success is quite wiggly and windy, and but you can generally tell if something is in alignment with your end goal or if it's not in alignment with your end goal. And yeah, you can start to trust your intuition about what you're actually working towards, and whether opportunities are going to help or hinder you getting there. So that's tip 1, is to think about your life in 10 years time, set a clear goal and start to work towards it. And so another thing in setting up and designing a beautiful career that you're going to love is think about what you want and spend the time that you need to work that out, what you want, as opposed to what other people want out of your life. And oftentimes, particularly, I don't know if it's all careers, but particularly in vets, you know, mum said it'd be a great job to be a vet, or I've always wanted to be a vet, or any of those things that we hear quite a bit of. And somebody speaking that into your world when you're young, starts to play over in your head like it's what you want. And it might be what you want, but it's really important that we actually differentiate what was spoken into our world, and the things that we could do compared to what we actually want to do. And so sometimes it takes time to actually stop on the path that we've just been working on for such a long time and actually get in touch with actually what we want. And there's a process around that, and I'm coaching lots of people. A couple of them are working through that themselves. I've been working through that after stepping out of 13 years in government. And it's a process. It might not be, it might be a month, it might be 2 years that it takes to start to work that. But keep yourself open to thinking about what you actually want as opposed to what other people want out of your career. And thank you for the likes and love. And so in the third tip in designing your veterinary career is get a wealth plan in place right from the start, so that you educate yourself on money and that you get your money making money, and you're not always going to be swapping your hours for money. For those that have read Rich Dad Poor Dad, you know that it's got a lot of tips about how to crack open someone's thinking about money and work, and you want to do that right from the start. You want to think about what you want from life, and then think about the income that you need to have that in place, and then work backwards and build money in the whole way, so that you know that you will be earning and attracting the income that you need to fulfill the lifestyle and the goals that you're after. So it's very honourable to work your whole life and become a specialist and do multiple degrees and be the best on the earth on something, but unless you're actually making money from it, it's non-sustainable. And you might win a prize or something, but you're going to have a lot of extra pressure in your life that you wouldn't need to have if you didn't have a money plan in place. So vets sometimes have negative money stories and are a bit opposed to the idea of earning decent incomes, and we want to crack that open and get you designing your income and your wealth strategy right from the start, so that you can have an amazing veterinary career also. So I'll just wrap up with the 3 tips in designing your veterinary career. Tip 1 is to think about life 10 years from now, and think about, hey Elise, and think about when you're making decisions, whether things are in alignment with that where you want to be in 10 years from now, or if they're not. And that helps you to discern which opportunities you should take. Hey Lisa, got all these lovely heart-centered entrepreneurs joining me, which is great. Thank you guys. So that was tip 1 in designing your veterinary career, is think about life 10 years from now and start to make decisions measured against that end goal. Tip 2 is spend the time that you need to differentiate between what you want and what other people have spoken into your world. That might be, my granddad, for example, he wanted to work in forestry, and someone spoke into his world, I think his young wife at the time, that they needed to do better than that, and so he turned around and became a pediatrician. And he always had a farm on the side because he actually wanted to be a farmer and a forester, but he dutifully lived a life as a very excellent pediatrician. But it's kind of sad really that if your heart is in one place and you spend your whole life working for something else. He did some great things for the environment on the side. So yeah, you've got to just understand what you want, how you're created, what you're put on this earth for, and what other people have spoken into your world. Maybe when you were a child and said, it's, look at James Herriot, it's great to be a vet. Whatever it is that they've said, vets are really kind people. Vets look after animals. It would just be wonderful to be a vet, that kind of stuff, which it is wonderful to be a vet. But, you just got to wonder whether it's what you want or what somebody else wants for you. And it's really important for you to follow what you want at the end of the day. And tip 3 is get a wealth plan in place. All about wealth, and because with wealth you bring opportunity, and vets are really caring and kind people usually, and with wealth and money is energy, we can do lots of good in the world. So don't be shy of money. Get a wealth plan in place. Read Rich Dad Poor Dad and understand about getting your money working for you. And that's another way that you can design your amazing veterinary career. Thanks, Liz. So I'm going to be doing 30 Days Live. I'm Dr. Emma Davis. I'm on my way to Sydney to do a Luke Hawkins neuro-linguistic programming training for the next 6 days. So wish me luck. And I'll be joining you tomorrow to talk another 30 Days Live with Dr. Emma Davis. Thanks, guys. Love your veterinary career. Bye.